Of late, thousands of Ugandans are migrating to various countries, especially Middle East, for employment opportunities. It's not just Ugandans, it's just African youths in general. And in most cases, you'll find out that it's because of the hardship, the level of hopelessness. That is why people are not duly informed before some of them start traveling to some of these Middle East countries with the hope of employment, of which some of them will get there and be stranded, of which some of them will get there without seeing no employment as they were promised by their visa agents. So it is not just a Uganda case, it's African case in general, because if our leaders are producing or creating millions of jobs year in, year out, some of these African youths won't be migrating in the numbers they are migrating in search of employment, in search of a better future for them and their families. This includes Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, Jordan, among others. This is attributed to globalization, trade competition, and rapid technology innovation that have driven economies to adopt cost minimization approaches, including hiring of relative cheap labor. In terms of cheap labor, this is a global world thing, because even here in the West, you find out that most companies are closing some of their branches and shifting it to third world countries like India, China, where they can get cheap labor for the same product and return it as a finished product here and sell it at a higher price to make more profit. Yes, but in terms of when it comes to Africa, it is like that the youth are migrating in their numbers because our leaders has failed to do the right thing by standing up against the West and using the resources we have, tearing some of the evil agreements that the predecessors or the previous governments had with these Westerners, or tearing the colonial pact some of our predecessors signed with them, and standing up to the occasion, managing our resources and using it to put our countries in the position by providing job, providing housing, providing infrastructures, and securing our various countries. Despite high unemployment rates, with recent statistics of 2021 by Uganda Bureau of Statistics indicating 12% of willing and able population is unemployed. Yes, Uganda is even better, it's 12%. In some countries, it's up to 36%. Yes, the majority being youth. This is exacerbated by the labor underutilization, with 48% of youth underutilized. This is a general African problem. Until our leaders rise up to the occasion, until our leaders tear some of this colonial pact agreement our predecessors have, until we stop having puppets in the corridors of power that serves the interests of the West in Africa, until we don't have organizations like ECOWAS, African Union, that are being fully funded by the West, that they represent the interests of the West, the unemployment rate will continue to skyrocket until the African youths rise up and say enough is enough. Africans has risen up in the past, joined forces together, support each other's independence, and it is not impossible. It's just that we are so divided by things that are not supposed to divide us. We are so divided by the tools of religion, tribalism, and name it. And our colonial masters are doing very well by using this religion and tribal sentiments to divide us. But the earlier we rise above it, the better for all of us.